Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome back. GG's on the previous run, Magius. Welcome back, and hi. Y'all might remember me from Chrono Trigger. Maybe, I don't know. I think I ran that game yesterday. But, I'm excited to be here running Mega Man Battle Network 2. But first, we have to do some funny shenanigans here first. And we're going to be playing some Wind Waker first. And we have to beat the game in order to get into Battle Network 2, okay? Just trust me. But right now, I'm going to introduce my co-commentator. I do have my good friend Supersonic here with me. Hello, Sonic. How are you doing today?
Hey, doing pretty good. Yeah, thanks for having me for this. I also speedrun Battle Network 2, but I haven't ran it in a good while. But I have contributed to some notes that I've worked with IceBlue with on, you know, creating the route and whatnot, and just, you know, we're gonna have some funny stuff happening.
Yeah, it's definitely an enjoyable route. Now, this isn't the fastest route. This is more of a marathon safe route because this category is not. It's single segment, which means you cannot game over. And yeah. But yeah, so to get things started, we're going to be playing The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. We're going to start the game. And oh, all right. Well, we beat the game.
Bravo.
GG. Sorry, that was the end of Wind Waker right there. It loaded into a Capcom game. That seems a little. But, alright. I think, let me turn that down just a little bit. It seems like it's a little loud. Alright, that should be a lot better. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to blast out eardrums. But yeah, so this is Battle Network 2. This is one of the 6 titles on the Game Boy Advance and the DS that introduced kind of like an RPG element to the game. So it's a deck building game. So, you know, we kind of stick with the theme of, like, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! And their deck building. This is also a deck building game. And we're going to be utilizing lots of funny things that's going to happen in this run. Glitches. One notable glitch in the Battle Network 2 series that's only available in the Japanese version of the game, which is the Prism glitch, which is, it creates some very funny things.
Yeah, we'll definitely be able to see that once we get to a certain part in the game, and then we'll actually explain what's going on once we see it happen.
Yeah, we won't be able to access the Prism glitch until a bit later, but you'll notice when it starts to happen. It's very funny.
I can't wait for this.
So we're gonna start this run by hard resetting, and I'm gonna kind of talk this through real quick. So we're gonna start with the hard reset, and we're waiting for a very specific audio cue in the beginning of this. And what that does is that actually manipulates the style that we're gonna get when we get to the Shadow Man segment. And we are looking for the Aquaman style, and we are guaranteed to get a style at a very specific point. Typically, you have to do X amount of battles. I think it's like 250 battles or something like that before you unlock a style. But you are just automatically forced into that style change at a very specific point in the Shadow Man scenario. But without further ado, Sonic, are you ready?
Ready.
All right, so we are going to soft reset. I don't know if that audio cue sounded good, but we're gonna roll with it.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, we can get Alex style.
Yeah, that would actually be bad.
It would be bad. Alex style being the worst.
Yeah, especially with like the different types of charge attacks that you can do with the various elements. The Aqua Cell will give you like it's like, I think it's like a shotgun style kind of charge shot where it just attacks like 2 squares forward.
Something like that.
And then like with the Lex style, you shoot like a zap ring, which will just kind of immobilize the enemy, but it's not really great. shoot off the zap ring, and then I think the heat cell shoots off a flamethrower, which will pretty much cover like 3 squares up in front. And then the wood style just does a tornado or like a cyclone, like I think it's like 1 or 2 squares ahead, or something like that.
Yeah, 3 squares.
Yeah, 3 squares. There we go. So, like, that's why we want to have, and plus, like with aqua style as well, you have like a faster charge with that too. So that's what we're trying to aim for, and we'll see that once we get to this Shadow Man scenario.
But yeah, I am playing on original hardware. I am playing on a GameCube that is loaded with a corrupted save file that boots up Wind Waker, and then it crashes the game because the save file is corrupted. And GBI just has better settings as far as like speedrun like stuff. It's a bit harder to hear.
You basically beat the game by pushing the button.
Hold on, I'll when I get a chance here, I'll turn Sonic up.
Oh. Can you hear me now? I am speaking.
Let's see. Alright, I'll take it all. Let me get. Alright, Sonic, try talking now.
I am talking now.
Alright, that should be a little bit better.
Okay. Anyways, that was the tutorial section. It was just basically showing you how to play the game. Every single game has that in the series, so it's not really skippable. You just have to kind of go through them. But in this situation here, we're going to get this blue mystery data, which contains a bug frag. We're going to be using those bug frags to purchase... what was it that we get purchased with the bug frag?
It's a chip in the... I forget the name of the section.
It's in some section that we'll find out later on. But yeah, essentially we do have to collect like a few of those bug frags. So you'll just be seeing them just kind of getting some blue mystery data containing those. So yeah, as I mentioned, that the Japanese version is actually the more preferred version to play this game because of the prism glitch. And you could technically play this on the Legacy Collection as well, because the English version of the Legacy Collection also uses the prism glitch. But the only issue with that is, I believe it's like a 12-frame delay in order to try to get the Aquaman up in that one. So it's much better to play like the Japanese version.
That's the worst draw I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's quite a gnarly draw with 3 Canadums here.
Yeah, Legacy Collection actually runs just like a little bit weirder. It's not fast at all compared to like the GBA version. Plus it's in English, so text advances are a lot slower.
Yeah. So usually when you're not able to run right away, I think it usually takes about 3 turns to get like the permanent run at that point.
Yeah, like when you're starting out, yeah. Alright, good. We didn't get the extra encounter there.
Yeah, so we're pretty much like skipping all the dialogue here, like, or most of the cutscenes. You just kind of hold on. I believe it's the start button to skip them. I believe in the later, like from Battle Network 4 onward, I think it's the select button that skips cutscenes.
Something like that.
Yeah, they just kind of made it backwards. So essentially, we're playing like the correct way. But anyways, we're basically doing the Z license right now. So we're going to be looking for 2 certain kind of data. I think that's the hero data that we just grabbed. So we're just going to jack out and then jack back into the PC to grab the Hope data, which is in Den Area 1. That way we don't have to like backtrack all the way back to Den Area 1 to do that. So you're going to be seeing Ice do a lot of like, how do I say this without not saying it wrong? Like, exiting out and then going back in.
Alright, so we're going to be taking some intentional damage here. Moving around a bit. We want to intentionally get a 6 rank here. because it has the highest chance of getting a guard star chip, in which we need at least one of those. I'd prefer to have 2 of them, but we need at least one of them because we're going to need it for a program advance.
Yeah, so we're going to be utilizing program advances in this run. So yeah, generally we would like to have 2 guard stars, mostly because we do have to give one of them away later in the run. But even if you get one of them, that's still fine too. So we'll be seeing that later.
Jeez. I also need to avoid using my buster a lot, because each time we use the buster, so there is a secret counter in the game that the game is tracking for everything that you do in a battle. And everything that you do in a battle factors into which style you get later on in the Shadowman segment. And we want to basically get the custom style. Oh, 800 Zinnies is very nice.
Yeah, that's good.
We want to get the custom style. The custom style will give us, you know, extra chip per turn. And we get to draw more, basically. But us moving around here, taking damage, it drops our ranking. Of course, I get Zappering.
Like the game knows.
It knows I need the Guard Star chip.
Another chance here, but oh, the draw is kind of. And yeah, generally you're able to use multiple chips that have the same code in it. So you kind of notice that there's like codes underneath like the chips themselves, or they'll kind of see it like next to them. If you manage to have like different chips and you want to like try to use them, you cannot basically do that. So you need to make sure that you use the same kind of chip with the same code or different codes of that same chip. So there's some different variations you can do with that in order to basically use as many chips as possible.
Alright, not getting any Guard Star chips is pretty bad.
Yeah, so now we bought 2 sneak runs here, which is essentially our running thing. So if we end up getting an encounter, actually no, not an encounter, sorry.
Sneak runs.
It's like a repel, like in Pokemon. So you can avoid encounters that way for like a limited amount of time. Or I think it's like by steps is how you do it. So what we're doing here is we're doing a folder edit. We're going to be putting in different chips here.
Oh, well, guess not.
Oh, there we go.
We didn't get the Guard Stars yet, so...
Oh, right. Yeah.
Alright, so what we're looking for here is we are looking for fishy encounters.
Yes, the fishy encounters, they provide a chip that we need in the run. It is called the Dash chip. And the ones that we are specifically looking for are mostly Dash Star codes, or I believe Dash G as well. The part of the program events. We want to have at least, I believe, 2, right? 2 or 3?
We can go with 1, but 2 is preferred.
Yeah. So we're going to be roaming around in the doghouse for a bit, looking for these fishies. This is like kind of how the early game stuff goes. There's our 2 fishies right here. Let's see, what do we get? Survey says...
A D?
A D?
That's awful. That's the worst one. That's a 25% chance. I mean, it'll work for the deck, but it's not what we want.
We have another fishy here, but there's also a Canadum as well. And I think the chip drops are like a lot worse when you have like a different virus in there.
Oh, we can at least get a double delete to increase the rank here. Okay. B is okay. It's workable, but I need at least a G.
Yeah.
This has potential for a G. All right.
Hey, there it is. All right, so now
We're
we
outta
can
here.
get out of here. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and do the folder edit to add in those dash chips. I wonder if there's like another opportunity to get the guard star.
All right. So now, after we spent all this time, you know, we got this email, a phone call earlier stating that, oh no, our friend Yai is in trouble. Her house is being all smoked up by the gas system, and we need to go save her. But we took a detour because we're a very good friend, and we went to the doghouse first.
Yeah, we're such good friends. Like, oh, they need help. Nah, just go to the doghouse.
We didn't. No, yeah, we didn't need that. I don't think I needed that.
And I think that was a recover 10, I believe.
Oh, come on. This would have been such a good one for, like, sortie.
Yeah, so we have like a custom gauge on top of the screen. We have to wait for it to completely fill up until we can use up our next draw.
Think of, oh, there's a guard star.
Ooh,
Perfect.
there's a guard star. Perfect.
Ah, no, I got hit by that.
Yeah, so we have like the gas comp here, and the gimmick is just, you just see this blowing of air just all over the place.
So yeah, we can't really run from encounters just yet until we get our first HP memory, which is coming up very soon.
Yeah. Go ahead and fix up that fan, and then Lana's gonna be like, oh, it's still not good, you gotta keep going. So there's the HP memory right there. So each
now-
HP memory increases it by 20 HP. So we're gonna be actually ending up with at least 420 HP. That is not a joke. It's mostly because we need to be at a specific level towards the end of the game. And 420 HP happens to be like one-day requirement in a sense.
Yeah, we need those levels to be so where when we use our sneak runs, they, you know, stop encounters entirely. All right, so there's a lot of gas buildup over Yai's bathtub. So we're gonna come in here, and she recently told us that she went on a trip and she bought a bunch of decorative fans. So we remember that tidbit, and we're gonna come in here and we're gonna fan the smoke away. 'Cause, you know, that's how it works, right?
Yeah, that's totally how it works. Just fan the smoke away. Everything will be just hunky-dory, and you know. So that blue mystery data right there, that contains the regular chip. It's basically increasing our memory data, or our memory data by 1. So we want to have our memory banks up a decent number to be able to register a chip. Oh, that's quite the draw. So yeah, you want to have like a certain amount of threshold into your memory banks, and then that'll allow you to register a chip, so that way it'll come up as your first draw every time. We won't be able to utilize that just yet. That will happen later on, but it will be very useful to have like I think mostly guard stars at first, and then there's like some other chips that you kind of register early on, just kind of have them handy.
All right, yeah, this is our first.
Airman, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is our first boss, Airman.
Yeah, Airman just kind of hops around here and there, just throws a bunch of cyclones and tornadoes and whatnot, but doesn't really do much of anything else. So, you know, pretty easy kill there. that concludes the airman scenario. But before we actually head out, we're gonna go into the telephone.
Don't forget to grab Yai's code.
Steal her money.
Don't forget to grab Yai's code. It's very important.
Yep. If you miss that, you're gonna be in big trouble. So you want to make sure you grab
the money is, I forget where. I think it's the side. There it is.
Yeah, the left side. Yeah, we jack into the telephone to steal her money. Yeah, it's okay.
She's got plenty of it.
To her.
She's got plenty of it. Later on, we sell her something, and she just gives us $10,000. It's like, all right.
Yeah, why not?
Oh.
All right, so that concludes that scenario. So now we are going to be starting the B license scenario. But first things what we're going to do is we're going to go into our PC, and then we are going to head over to the merchant to purchase a few things. So we're going to be purchasing an HP memory, and we're going to be getting 3 shotgun Bs. And also we utilize the sneak run right here, so that we won't get any encounters, since we have a required threshold for the time being to be able to avoid encounters. Because each section has like a certain threshold that we don't necessarily see, but it allows us to kind of sneak past enemies whenever we're in that required level.
I have definitely never forgotten to grab Yai's code.
Right?
Never.
Yeah, who does that?
All right, now my favorite part of the speed run. We're gonna go bully our best friend.
Yeah, so we're gonna be bully Dex here. Dex's Navi is Gutsman. All Gutsman likes to do is just punch and, you know, create cyclones and shockwaves and stuff like that. But the one main reason why we're fighting Dex here is we want to get the Gutsman chip, and that'll allow us to utilize the Gut Shoot program advance. We will be using that program advance for one of the boss fights coming up, like later on. And I see that we're still stacking a lot of chips here, so that'll give us like style points. So like it's like another value that we don't.
Let's embarrass him with
Yeah. Oh, there we go. There goes Dex, and we bullied him. Our Gutsman chip.
And then he also gives us his code, which we'll be using later on. Talk to Mail.
Yeah, you talked to her. So at this point, we had to talk to like all of our classmates or all of our friends here. Mail is at school on a Saturday. No
Nerd.
idea why. And then like, you know, Yai is still kind of zonked out from the gas the other day, and then like Dex is like, you know, Dex wants to fight Lan every single time they talk to each other. Yeah, that's pretty much how friends are, right?
Imagine being at school on a Saturday.
Right.
Wait, hold on, we need to...
yeah, we gotta go up that way first.
It's very hard to remember what to do in Japanese here.
Yeah. So now we're gonna be starting the B license exam. So what's gonna happen here is we're gonna go through a series of fights. The first mission is going to contain 5 fights, but with these fights in particular, they don't actually count towards like actual battles. These are just like side battles in a sense, and you cannot game over in these battles either. So, as you can see with that guard start chip, we basically set it to.
I don't even know which one's quantity here. Japanese is not an easy. I think this is it. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's a little way. We'll go.
All right, swap out Gutsman with panel out.
Yeah, and we are also doing these folder edits in a specific way so we can have like the draws that we want to have. it's kind of a way to shuffle RNG in a sense. But as you can see there, like Guard Star is always going to show up as your first draw no matter what, each battle. And that was like a really good fight there.
So the biggest thing here that we want to that I want to point out, so it doesn't matter which chips we use here, and the reason being, so the only time the game actually tracks the points that go towards the style is if you get a victory result screen, and since we don't get a victory result screen here, we don't get that tracking.
Yeah.
So I can use whatever I want. I can use Mega Buster if I needed to. None of this gets tracked towards my style that I get towards the Shadow Man scenario. This is pretty bad.
These draws aren't very friendly at the moment. But we're pretty much in the clear at this point. Like, you know, just got to get through these fights here. Final battle of the first set of fights that we're doing. We try to line up these bunnies in a straight line, use a dash chip, and then just do a triple delete, just like that.
All right.
So now we're starting with mission 2. So we're going to be buying a couple sneak runs here. Then we're going to head over to Den Area 3. And we're going to be using a sneak run there and then talk to a green Navi. So I think that green Navi can't walk or something, if I recall.
Yeah, I lost his walk prog.
Yeah, so there's like a program that was stolen from him that prevents him from walking. So we have to find the culprit and then get back the walking program.
But first, we're gonna make a detour. I went the wrong way. I'm thinking of BN3. Dex's PC is like in Den 3 or ACDC 3 or whatever it is. That's not Dex's PC.
I think Dex's PC is in Den Area 2.
Yeah, it's outside the main homepage.
Yeah.
Silly me.
It's all good. We're just taking the scenic route.
Alright, so we come in here because there is Gut Punch B and 800 Zennies. So we're gonna be stacking our folder with nothing but B-coded chips and G-coded chips. That way we are able to basically like utilize as many chips as we possibly can per turn, so our deck rolls more of stuff that we can access. We have a program advance. That's funny.
Oh.
We don't want to use Navi chips like this as if we can help it. And the reason being is because it takes time for the Navi chips to like summon. I'm gonna do that just for the points.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, wasn't there like a style that uses like a Navi? Or is that battle number 3?
No, team style is on 3.
Team style. Okay, that's what I was thinking of. Okay, so we defeated that heal Navi. We snagged back the walking program for the green Navi that we're heading back over to. And then that will conclude mission 2. And then we're just going to go back into the same area, and then we're going to do another 5-fight gauntlet. There we go, that's complete. And the funny thing about this area is, like, where Lan is standing right now, you could just be in the entryway, just jack in wherever. Such a huge area to kind of jack in.
So this gauntlet is a little bit harder than the previous one.
We have the flappies.
There's also
think
shield. There's also shield style as well. This is the worst encounter.
Yeah, this one, you just got a bunch of Mentors like in the back, and they can actually shield themselves pretty quickly too.
I don't even think like this shield hits.
Yeah, it's like this encounter is terrible. So many sword ships. Leaves us with this one here. There we go. Oh, nice.
This one's also pretty bad. Especially when you get a draw like this. Ouch.
Brutal. At least one of them is out of the way.
So you'll see me moving backwards and forwards when firing the Buster here. So the reason that we're doing that is so Mega Man's like animation when he fires the Buster has a big lag frame every single time you fire it, but it resets whenever you you know, change tiles. So we do that so we can basically reset the... Oh, that's good. Unfortunately, Gutsman is going to miss that top one, but it is what it is. As long as you get rid of one of those. Uh-oh. Okay, now we're good. Now we're good.
There we go.
Alright.
Alright, now that we're done with that 5 gauntlet, we got the B license now. And now we're just gonna
Go home.
go home. That'll finish the B license, well, if you want to call it a scenario. It's not really quite like a full scenario, it's more like a sub scenario. And then, you know, we were talking to our friends earlier, asking them if they want to go camping with us. So
Oops.
at first they were like, no, they can't, you know, they got other stuff going on. But then all of a sudden, oh, everyone can start going to camp now. So everyone's going to be meeting up for camping. And I personally like this scenario here. And we're especially going to be finding one of my favorite bosses too.
It also has one of the best bangers in the game.
Oh yeah. So welcome to Okuden. First things first, we're gonna be swarmed with bees here, and we're gonna be getting 3 different items. That is like, you can't really see them physically, but we're just gonna be talking to nothing really in some spots, and like we're just getting like I think it's like a stick, matches, and I think some sort of like rock. I don't remember what the items were, but we're essentially trying to create fire.
Caveman.
Yeah. So in this statue here, we're just gonna go ahead and grab our blue mystery data, which contains an HP memory, and then immediately leave.
Alright, please serve its purpose. We're gonna pick up this pair of binoculars behind the waterfall. Conveniently placed binoculars, by the way.
We decided to leave them there. Alright, so now we're going to be fighting these Spikies here.
Wow, that's very unfortunate.
No dash chip. So usually the way how this fight would work is if we had the dash chip as our first draw, oh, now we get them. You can just kind of knock them out all in one blow here. But that one dude decided to just stay up on the top row there.
Fortunately, we're not going to get the chip that we want there. We're not even getting a chip at all.
Oh yeah. So I believe the chip that we were supposed to get was like a heat B, I believe.
Heat shot, yeah, heat shot.
Oh, heat shot. That's it. Yeah.
Or heat cross, or heat something.
Heat something, yeah.
We need to.
So now we're pretty much being sent on a wild goose chase to just kind of talk to people around in this area. Then once we do that, it's gonna trigger a cutscene. There we go. Talk to everybody.
We need. Not you. It's this guy.
Yeah, that guy. We had to find a suspicious scientist here, which is like actually a merchant that sells sub chips. So in this case, we're buying sneak runs, and we need to buy sneak runs pretty much a lot. So that's pretty much our skipping mechanism for avoiding encounters.
Okay, Chad, I'm gonna need you to get your cat jammers out. Because this is like this is the second best theme in the game. Please.
All right, so we are in a bomb comp right now. So there are 4 bombs that are planted in the area right now. So we have to defuse all 4 of them. Now you're gonna see ice moving around in a specific path here. That's because there are some points where just random explosions will start to happen, and it does cost time just to kind of sit and wait through the explosion to happen. So we actually have those paths listed on a map that we created for the guide, or we can just kind of memorize the maps too. So in that first comp, we basically picked up a blue mystery data with 500 zennies, and then we just defused the bomb. And then in the second one, we're going to be picking up 3 mystery datas. One containing 600 zennies, the other is an HP memory, and the last one is Wide Sword L.
Yeah, we have to be careful like how we run across these things, because the explosions will trigger at certain like points of like running across these pathways, and we want to like avoid that, which is why you see me like going behind some of these BMDs or blue mystery datas as they're called. And that's to avoid the explosions from happening. Like there's an explosion right behind this one, but since we, grab it from the backside, we don't get to see that explosion.
Yeah, it's very convenient to grab the items like that as well. So we defused those first 2 bombs. Now we're gonna get the third one, which is hidden behind this waterfall here. And this one's they're progressively getting long for each bomb comp. So we're going to be utilizing all of our sneak runs here, and then walk around that weird path just to kind of avoid the explosions. And then we're just going to pick up a couple of things. This one we're going to be picking up 1500 zenny, and the second one's going to be a rig up chip with 2, so it'll increase it by 2 megabytes. And then yeah, we just defuse the bomb afterwards. All the cat gems.
They really did not need to go this hard with this song.
I feel like a lot of the tracks in this game are so good. Chod shows up out of nowhere.
All right, and then the final bomb comp that we're gonna do, we're gonna actually be jacking into the person himself, who is the antagonist of this scenario. So this guy is suspicious. So we're gonna be jacking into him. No weird pun intended. Okay, I promise.
It's the game mechanic. Oh my goodness. Actually, right at that starting section there. Oh
well.
Yeah, that can happen.
That's a recut 50 anyway. I don't even know why I went for it.
Oh. just to kind of showcase what happens when you go the wrong way.
Well, I thought it was circled on the map, but it wasn't. I'm just blind.
Oh.
Alright, that is a power-up. Power-ups are going to be very important. They increase Mega Man's level by quite a bit. And that's going to be very essential to getting Mega Man to the proper level. So we can, you know, utilize these sneak runs.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So we are going to... I'm actually going to sort this by attack. I know it doesn't say to. Because if I miss this program advance, this fight's essentially done.
Yeah, so what we're looking for here is we need the Guard Star, a Dash chip, and a Gutsman chip, or Dash G in this instant. And what Quickman does, he'll just kind of stand around, but he will block every shot that you shoot at it unless he moves around and he throws his quick boomerangs. So at the moment when you see him do that, when he just kind of throws his boomerangs around, that's when he's vulnerable. Other than that, yeah, he'll just kind of be standing there, but blocking everything, and yeah, we're not getting the draw that we need here, so we're just kind of biding our time here.
Not me getting bottom decked over here.
I hope not.
It's happening.
Oh no.
Ouch.
Oop.
Oh, nope, that's not Gutsman.
Oh, that's a...
Where is my Gutsman?
Kind of see him do this little hand thing, just blocking.
Oh my god, Gutsman, hello?
It really is bottom deck, doesn't it? Just...
Finally.
There it is.
Jeez, Alright, now we have to be careful not to miss this shot. Alright, he's dead.
There you go. Alright, that takes care of
57 seconds. Jesus. What a bad fight.
Yeah, that can definitely happen. Just not get the chip that you need right away, and they just, you know, end up getting bottom deck. So unfortunate there. So now that we're done with that, we're gonna be heading back into Marine Harbor first, and then we're going to do some purchases real quick.
Oh, right. I just need to go this way. Oh, sir. He wasn't quick enough.
Yeah, not quite quick enough. So yeah, right now we're jacking into the square PC. And then we're going to be buying some sneak runs from the sub chip merchant, and then we're going to go into the green merchant there to buy 3 white sword L.
L. So this whole scenario here, Lan finds out that there's a place on the net called Yumland. They were not very creative with the names of these areas. And as you can kind of tell, Yumland's special thing is food. Who would have thought?
Very yummy.
And of course, Lan, being the fat ass that he is, is like, you know what? I'm hungry. I want to go to Yumland. Let's go to Yumland. But we find out that we need the A license. So in order for us to take the A license, we need to do some missions here. And now we need to do these 3 missions. And the reason that we bought this Okuden Harbor ticket earlier is because A, it's faster to buy the ticket that you need next upon exiting. That's not where I need to go. But yeah, it saves a bit of frames to buy the ticket on your way out of the subway versus like going in and buying it beforehand.
Yeah, so for this first mission, we're heading into Okuden to talk to this man with the red bandana on. I forgot what he wants here.
There's a program that's missing.
Oh,
he wants
right.
you to go.
Yeah.
He wants you to go find the program.
And that program is in Area 3.
It's right where we talked to the Yumland cube.
Yeah.
That program apparently wants to go to Yumland too.
Like to go to Yumland? Give me all the food.
Shoutouts to Meat Sweats happening next Tuesday.
Right? Can't wait for that.
Chad, don't worry about Meat Sweats.
It's a tradition in GDQ. Anyway, so we're gonna head over to Area 3 now. Then we're just gonna see the green frog just kind of walking back and forth, crying like a little baby, and then we just got to go back to Okuden to let the owner know that it's okay. I guess it'll just kind of somehow get back to the owner.
You know, maybe they should have invented GPSs in this game.
They should have. I mean, it's like, what year was this game based off of? Like, 2000 something.
2000 something, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. That's what I get for pressing the button to the music.
That was not supposed to happen. I mean, sometimes that's the thing too. I mean, you just kind of jam out and then you just accidentally do something that you're not supposed to do. Yeah, now that we let the owner know, we get a HP memory for our reward. So now we got to head back over to Marine Harbor to start the next mission, and we're going to be taking mission number 1 here. But before we commence with the mission, we got to bully Dex again.
Oh, was that first? Oh, no. I had it right. We have to go accept the mission first.
Yeah.
Then we buy. Get out of the way, kid. I will put you out of your misery.
Get away. Alright, so let's go ahead and select mission number 1 here. Then we gotta head over to ACDC town because that's where the next mission is gonna be. But as I mentioned, we're gonna detour and bully Dex first.
Very important.
Yeah, because we're gonna be getting the Dustman version 2, I think.
I mean, don't you want to bully your best friend?
I mean, why not?
Ow.
And yeah, Gutsman is a little stronger, so each time that you fight like a Navi that's operated by somebody else, when you beat them the first time, like they'll be like, you know, their normal stats and whatnot, and then when you fight them again later on, then their stats increase. You get like a better version of the chip that you currently have. So in this case, we're gonna be use area grab there. Should be okay. Just create some separation there.
Sir, come to the front row. Thank you.
There we go.
I guess he just doesn't want to get guts punched. Oh, he's starting to throw fists.
Oh! I forgot he did that.
Oh, scumbag. You have to be careful here. We're in dying range. Like that. Oh. It's fine. We'll give Dex his 2 seconds of shine.
Thankfully, it does not create a game over when we lose to like human-operated navies. So it is
Dex,
a time loss.
Dex ain't a human.
You're right.
Don't give that man that much credit.
Dex is dead. But that's okay. That's part of a demonstration. Like, kind of see what ends up happening. There we go. Needed to do the same thing again.
Ah.
Oh.
Oh, there's guts, man.
Now it decides to show up.
Now what are you gonna do, buddy? Oh god, he's throwing his fist.
That's what he's gonna do.
He's throwing hands.
All right, now that we took care of Dex again, that we got the version 2 of Gutsman here. So we got the mini bomb. We're gonna be doing another folder edit here, and then in this mission, we're gonna be fighting some heal nabbies. So this first heal nabby is gonna have triple handy viruses. It is actually possible to get all 3 of them at the same time if you get a wide sword for a draw.
Bubbler G? Where did we get Bubbler G from? Did I miss that? I think I missed that.
Oh, was it a purchase or something?
Mm-mm.
Why do I have that listed?
We'll have to go back and look through the notes.
Yeah, that might be something wrong, I think.
Most likely. That's fine. We'll figure it out, though.
Yeah.
We'll put that in. We'll just put 2 of those back in.
Yeah, because I think I was watching one of Rish's run. I don't know where I got Bubbler G from.
Nah, we'll figure it out. It's this guy. Well,
did we miss something?
maybe I can get a dash star here. That's a 25% chance, by the way. Where is...
Wait, where's that heal nabby? Isn't it?
Oh, I didn't talk to the scientist.
Oh, that's one.
Nice time. You know what? Here, we can get rid of that bad one. Now the heal nabbies are there.
There we go.
It has been a very hot minute since I've run this on GBA, so like not being able to know like what NPCs are saying is very jarring to me.
Yeah. Ooh, nice white sword.
This time bomb.
Yep. Okay, then next we're gonna head over to a toy that's at the park.
You're not gonna read what the first line says?
Jack into the toy.
I promise y'all these notes were not written to be lewd. But they were written to be lewd.
Oh my goodness.
Ouch.
Oh jeez. One of them's down, two of them's down, the last one. All the L's there.
Thanks. Oh, wait.
They gotta get the rig up.
Yeah.
Oh, did you grab the Zenny too?
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Rig up. Alright, then the last one we gotta fight is in the blackboard of the school.
This one is actually a scary encounter.
Yeah.
So flamey encounters will, if you move on to their row, they will. I'm gonna do that just to get rid of it.
Yeah.
They will do that, and they will take out the entire row. 3 is the only one that will move rows. 2 does not. 2 will just sit there on his row and just float there for a long time until you enter his row. 3 is the one that we have to be very scared of.
Yeah. So now that we took care of those 3 heal navies, we're gonna talk to the scientist yet again to get a reward, which is gonna be a rig up number 1. And then we're just gonna go back to Marine Harbor yet again and start the last job, which is mission number 2. Okay, now we gotta head upstairs and jack into the square PC. And then we're gonna go to Den Area 3 on the upper portion. So there's actually 2 different kinds of Den 3s. So there's like an upper and a lower. So we're gonna head over to the upper area here. And then we're gonna do a quick pit stop to the merchant here. And we're gonna be buying a power up and an attack chip, attack plus 10.
That is not Mega Man.
And then once we do that, we're just gonna use up 2 power ups on charge. So that'll bring our level up to 15. So that way we can avoid encounters from using sneak runs in the later areas here.
Yeah, the Kodo area is very, it's a big change for, like, where, like, the level threshold is for the, sneak runs to actually work.
Yeah. So now we're in the Kodo area. We're gonna head over to Kodo Square first. But we just gotta get through this little area here. Just kind of navigate our way through. And then what we're gonna do in Kodo Square is we're gonna go back to. We're actually gonna talk to a different merchant. We're gonna be talking to the bug frag trader, and we're gonna buy a cross gun from there. Just some like pretty much chips that you know, just for using
It's this one.
for the custom style.
Make sure, and let's just talk to this one too.
Yeah, so we have to talk to the heal Navi there, and then we're gonna go into the coffee machine. Jack into the coffee machine.
This is a children's game, by the way.
It is, yeah. Yeah, they decided to like be like, oh, you're just gonna jack in, you know, like plug in a jack into something. That's the gimmick of it. But I guess they didn't know what it would actually mean. But anyway, so in the coffee machine here, we're gonna be fighting a heal Navi here that has triple spookies, and
they're
these
dead.
guys are annoying.
They're dead.
And
it doesn't matter.
Dead.
It doesn't matter. They're dead.
Yeah, pretty much the spookies will just avoid your line if you're like right in their line of fire, or line of sight rather. And they just either go either above you or below you, depending on where you are on the grid. So, but thankfully we got the Gutsman plus the attack 10, so that just kind of deleted them all at once.
Yeah, you have to be careful with the spooky navis, because when they reach half HP, they will use a recuv chip one time, and it just makes the fight very annoying because they can restore. Oop, I forgot to use that sneak run. See if I can maybe get a guard star chip.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Move it around so it drops my rank. Nice.
There you go.
Nope, not low enough.
That's okay.
Trying to at least get one more guard star chip.
Yeah, luckily we still have a little bit of time until we have to give away one of them, but obviously, you know, you don't necessarily need to have another one, but it's nice to have. So now we're just gonna head back into Kodo Square and talk to the heal Navi to complete the job. And that will be the 3 missions, and then that'll allow us to start the A license exam.
God, it's just like real life. You have to go get a job in order to pay for exams.
Right?
It's the worst timeline.
We're not even getting paid money. We're getting paid in like chips or something.
Hopefully they're at least like Cool Ranch Doritos or something.
Right? Oh my god. All right.
Was I supposed to sort this? No. Okay.
Yeah, he's just in a different area.
I thought I needed to sort my folder. All right, so just like previously, we have another exam here, but this time because we have the dash here regged, it's going to make these fights a lot faster because dash does 1 billion damage.
I like how the codes are like GBA. See what these spookies are gonna do.
Alright, that one's just gonna have to heal.
That one's gonna heal, yeah. So there's like a certain damage threshold that I think you probably explained this already, but if you just damage the spookies like high enough, they'll just start recovering themselves. If you just kind of damage them, I guess like in a lower sense, but and then just use like a high attacking chip on them, you just kind of KO them like that. There we go. Gonna stay in the front row here. That other handy doesn't go forward.
Jerk.
Yeah, that can happen sometimes.
Oh, that's my favorite encounter. Oh, please give me a +10. Please give me a +10.
Yeah. That is a nice draw for that one.
Yeah, ideally you want to get that plus 10 there for that dash chip. Just makes it so much easier.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're heading into...
We need to go fight the two
area.
brothers here. This is Little
Yeah.
Bro and Big Bro.
Swordies are kind of a scary encounter here.
Mainly because now they have area grab. I'm gonna have to do... Ouch. I have to be careful. That thing is... Yeah, alright. I'm gonna die.
Oh, oh no.
Alright, now we're safe. That is terrifying, actually.
That is, yeah. That was close.
Dying there would have brought me back to my last save, which was before Quickman.
Yeah, that would be huge time loss there. Okay, so now we're gonna go over to Den area up, the Den area 3 on the upper area, and there's gonna be, and then we're gonna head over to the Kodo area to fight the next Kiyonabi.
Which has a significantly easier fight, by the way.
Yeah, it's gonna have like 2 Metar 2s and then a Met Fire.
Metfire being one of the newer mobs in this game. Basically what they'll do is they'll just move around the map and then they hide behind an object and they start summoning meteors. The earlier ones, the meteors are very easy to dodge. Later ones, the meteors are very fast. But it's nothing too terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, right here. I was hoping you'd go to the top.
Handle this fight.
Here.
He just wants to hide in the back. There we go. Takes care of him. Alright, so now that we did that, we just gotta, you know, log out, log back in, and you guessed it, the 5-fight gauntlet.
It's a theme here.
Right? Hey, you want to up your license? Take part of our 5-fight gauntlet here.
Ah. Ah. Jerk.
There we go.
Imagine dodging in slow motion like that.
Right?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Every fourth like teleport they will shoot.
Mhm. I'm trying to think, wasn't there like ghost enemies anywhere?
What are you talking about?
Like the shrimps or shrimpy? Are they shrimpy?
No, it's a chip that we grab from something. We don't have it listed.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh, nice triple delete there.
Yeah, hopefully, wish we could have gotten the chip off of that.
Right. The Zaprine 2B.
Later on, we need that encounter there. That the blue bunnies there. We need a very specific chip that's only acquired by getting an S rank on that encounter. And it's required for story progression. I don't know why I'm stacking chips here.
Just habit. Okay, so now that we are done with that, we're gonna go to Yumland finally.
Oh god, I'm starving.
Right? What are we getting? Meat, right?
Yeah. What else would you get in Yumland?
Yeah, get some steaks, some chicken.
Oh god. So a little fun fact about this game. Whenever you talk to these security cubes, it actually resets your encounter threat.
Yeah. It's very convenient when you do that. Okay, so we're going to talk to this Navi here. We're going to be buying 2 cold punches and a rock cube.
Oop. I bought 2 rock cubes.
Okay. And then there's going to be a blue mystery data that'll contain
I forget where it is.
plus 20 chip. I don't remember where that is too. It might be on the way, I think.
Get this bug frag out of my way.
That's a bug frag. Oh, I think it's that up there. Yeah,
yep.
That's it.
One thing that I love about this game is that there is like diagonal like correction whenever you're moving around. I love when the game just like auto corrects your movement. So we find out here that Yumland is under attack, and they've been attacked and assaulted by enemy navis. And everybody's, dead.
Yeah. Pretty sad, but
we don't need to take out Bubbler G because we don't have that, so we took out Cannon A instead. And then panel out B. We can put in that. Oh, back in there. And then we need to... Oh, we don't have a second guard star. Okay.
Yeah, I think we need to edit
the
these
first
here.
wide. That's punch. That's wide sword 3, and then second wide sword L with Gutsmith. So the reason that we're doing this is we want these chips at a very specific spot. So the game has this nice, neat little quirk that the second through the 6th thing in your folder has a higher chance of being drawn on first turn. The first one being your reg chip, essentially. Nice. Where's my program advance?
Here we go again. Yeah, here we have Cutman.
He's a pair of scissors.
Pair of scissors. His hands.
Oh, what is this one? It's a gut punch, cold punch, and rock cube, right?
I think so.
Oh,
wait,
I don't.
Let me.
Oh, I don't want to do it without it.
Yeah, I don't remember. Hang on, let me see.
Hold on, we're looking up the cheat codes on the whim.
Yeah, I was like, what are those? Oh, gut punch, cold punch, and dash at B.
Oh, never mind. All right, well, we're just gonna punch. Punch, punch. Hmm.
Now I just need to get guts, man.
Hey, that was my cube, man. Oh, there it is. All right, guard dash there. There. Yeah.
There we go,
And now Cutsman's dead.
Boom. Yeah, Cutsman just picks up Mega Man and just chucks him at Cutsman there.
I don't even know who Cutman is. Just showed up out of nowhere.
Right.
Very important that we come in here. Bad scissors day. It's a bad day to be a pair of scissors.
Exactly. So we went into the wall panel there to grab a blue mystery data called the Unlocker, and that is going to be used to use up the purple mystery data.
Which we're going to be using to get our prism.
Yep. The most powerful glitch in the game.
Talk about it. It's intended. It's balanced.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Totally.
Land. Talk to the elevator.
Yeah, you have to like talk to the button, not the door. So now we talk to our dad, and then we got to go into the square PC yet again, and we're gonna be fighting. Oh, wait, is that where we fight the poison thing?
No, not yet.
Oh, that's later on.
Is it this one?
Yeah,
we're looking for the change bat here. I think we did everything.
Yeah, check the BBS, talk to the green Abby, then buy speed runs, and talk to everyone in the square, and then check the BBS again. Yeah, we just talked to everybody that's in the area here. Trying to ask around to see if anybody knows about the change.bat. Check it again, and we should get a response.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay. So now, we're gonna jack into the truck here, and we're gonna steal some money.
Land's a little thief. Jesus.
The kids gotta have money to buy stuff, which is totally important.
You know, last I checked, that's called theft. Talk to the man in the park. We need to deliver something to his wife.
His wife is at Okuden camping. That's probably something I would want to do too, just be at a camp or whatever.
It's such a bop.
It's so good.
I listen to, like, whenever I drive to work, I listen to like mostly video game music, and whenever this comes on, I'm over here like bopping my head like crazy.
Oh man. So there's the wife.
We haven't even gotten to the best song in the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, we're getting there, and we're getting to the best part too.
It's got the best song in the game, and it's got the... Oh, Sonic, are we rapping?
Are we? in Japanese? I mean, I don't know what they're saying, but...
Sure.
Well, what are the lyrics? Let me see if I can pull the lyrics.
Oh no, we use this unlocker for this power up coming up here. We buy an unlocker later for the prism.
Mm-hmm. No, that's not what I searched for.
Basically Lego. Always jamming.
Dang it, I thought I had the lyrics listed out of the guide. It's just 21331. That's all it says.
All I know is that he says like, "Oh my love fire, coming at you soon," or something like that.
Something like that. Hey, chicky chick baby, make me go kaboom.
Yeah, that chicky chick baby, make me go kaboom. Oh my love fire, coming at you soon. Something like that. We gotta look up the lyrics.
That. Yeah, I gotta find it, but that's coming up shortly. Well, not shortly. It'll be a bit until we get there, but this is funny to have lyrics like that in a game like this.
Children's game, by the way.
Yeah.
Lego, you don't need a face cam to know that I'm cat jamming. I'm playing Battle Network 2. You already know I'm jamming.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so there is an encounter coming up here. So we are coming in here because we are trying to gather information on a program called the CNG.bat changebat, which is going to basically it basically allows Lan to change his style. Let's see.
This encounter is a little scary. Oh, those are the flamey twos, right?
Yeah, these are just twos.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not as scary as we thought.
Yeah. You're just chilling.
Ah, missed it. Let me just take this out. But yeah, so the change meta is what allows Mega Man to change his style, and that's what we're looking for right now. We're trying to get that. And we're trying to gather some information on who is the creator of the program and where it's located. And we find out that the program is located in Yumland. Well, Yumland was attacked. And, well, what on earth is this? Sure, do 100 damage and then hit him with a shotgun.
There we go, that worked.
So we killed that NPC there. So we accepted the quest, or a mission on the board. That basically, that NPC gives us a key for later on that we're going to be using to access a shortcut when the net goes under an ice attack. And it shuts down like every major path. We need that to get around. Kind of tempted to just like safety save on this Zapring 2 fight.
I think that would be a good idea, yeah.
I mean, the backup's not terrible, but the backup is only good if we get Aqua style.
Yeah.
So we come in here to pick up the change bat. Well, there's a security system in here. And now we have to fight some... It blocks our jacking out here, and now we have to fight these encounters.
60
and 90. Nice.
Nice.
Invis 3 here would Invis 3 star here would be nice, but we're not gonna get it. We didn't double delete. A W.
W. Yeah, so we'll safety save here because the next fight has a potential of getting Zapping 2B, which is, as Ice mentioned, it is part of the story progression.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Nah, we're not getting it here.
Nah.
It's fine. We'll just do the backup. There's one more scary encounter here. It's this one. Mainly because these sorties are not fun to fight.
Yeah, they deal a ton of damage as well, and you know, we got the spookies that we gotta deal with.
And I'm purposely not letting him attack. And the reason being is because we want to avoid him doing area grab. Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
That ought to teach you. And now we're just gonna have a staring contest.
Gaze into the soul.
We do have a very small chance of getting another shot at a Zapping 2B on this one, although it is a very, very, very small chance.
We'll see. Yeah, this encounter is not great, but it does have a small chance of getting it. But you just gotta have like really good tips at the beginning in order to get everything like taken down in one go. I think I found the lyric.
Chicky chick, baby, make me go kaboom.
Can you dig it, lady? Oh, my love fire coming to you soon.
That was it. Yeah, it's the can you digit lady.
Oh yeah, digit lady.
What in God's what?
What are these draws?
What? Sir? Jerk?
Oh, okay, there we go.
We'll run your ass over.
There we go. Now we're able to jack out since we're out of the security system now.
So now we're gonna go complain to Dad. Why would you send us to some terrifying place like this? We're also gonna rummage through his pockets and steal his money. Except we stole a power-up instead. And now we find out that, oh no, the square is under attack by a Navi. And all these official Navi like operators are just standing there like, oh no, what are we gonna do?
We're just gonna turn our backs to the PC. That's what they're doing.
This
and
is
now we got
terrible draw.
This virus here. This one poisons you with its mist, but the only way to attack it is when its mask is off. And it also has the ability to use area grab too. It'll try everything it can to trap you in the corner and just mess everything up.
And we purposely stand there to take the area grab damage so it doesn't steal the panel.
Oh yeah, the alarm was like the golden eye 64 alarm. There, you're getting some decent damage in there.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple fight. Alright. Let's make sure we come over here first. Alright. So coming up here, we're gonna figure out if we got the audio manip right.
Here's hoping.
I think we need to use them now, right? That's...
Oh, the power-ups?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess might as well use them now, yeah.
Alright, my favorite puzzle coming up here.
Alright, this is the mother comp. Well, not that one, the next one, I guess.
Yeah, this is Mother Comp. This is the Shadow Man scenario. They're attacking the main system of this thing. Oh god, I'm glad that I'm glad we marked these. The first puzzle there is cat, by the way. Shout outs to cat.
Cat.
I'm so glad we marked these on the map.
Thank goodness. Like I saw, like, wait a minute, it's Japanese.
It's like, wait a minute, this doesn't say cat at all.
It's whatever you say cat in Japanese. That is river.
Gato. Oh wait.
Oh yeah, gato. That's right. Oh my gosh.
All right,
okay.
We are coming up here on a forced encounter. This is a forced encounter. We are going to figure out which style we got.
There we go. Take care of those. Oh, I forgot you can charge your buster now.
All right, here's hoping for the aqua.
Aqua cuss style, hopefully. Survey says
We got fire cust.
Ah,
That's fine. Fire is okay.
yeah.
It's not the best, but it's not the worst. All right, so I was.
And oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I was 2 frames off of aqua.
Oh, dang. Hey, that last puzzle there was NB.
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 Finally get to meet Proto Man, who is operator is Chod.
What a name, Chod.
Chod.
And then this puzzle is AFBECD. I don't even know what it means, but it's a puzzle. And then that puzzle right there is watch. And then this puzzle here is almost there. And they pretty much have some like creative ways to like create words. So Mother Comp 3, this one has a little more extended puzzles here.
Where does this start?
I think the bottom left is your start. That one. Top left and then top right.
Perfect.
There you go. That's
Not even concerned.
So that was wig, gem, mask, and knife. So basically, the progs actually give you clues on what they are to the solutions. And then that other puzzle was you can go, and then the last one there was jumps. And then this section here, that is spelling out spider.
Yeah, this whole scenario is just basically you needing to talk to these progs to figure out. Oop, I stepped one too early. Figure out what the solution of their puzzle is.
Yeah. This one's the best one. B.
B. Yo, can I get some B's in chat?
Here's a B. And this one is don't give up. Sneak run's about to run up, but that's okay. We're going to be using sneak run again. Oops. The last one in this segment.
This one is raccoon, I think.
Yeah, raccoon. I'm gonna pick up the blue mystery data containing 1400 zenny, and this one is Gikmo Q Sui.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with that one.
And then this puzzle is system ahead, and then this one is going to be system closed. And then the last one is virus. And here we fight Shadow Man.
Okay. All right, so the cool thing about fire style here is Shadow Man's weak to it.
Yeah, and especially we have like grass panels here too. They actually deal double damage if the enemy is standing on that tile. So essentially what we're trying to do here is we want to try to just utilize charge shots on Shadow Man here and also use high attacking chips. But essentially when we drop his HP down to like around 400-ish, we can use the Gut Shoot program advance to finish him off. We're just one chip away from getting that program advance. We just need the guard star to pop up.
Come on, go to the top row.
He's like,
dang it.
So yeah, as of our current level, the charge shot is only going to deal 50 damage. But as you saw earlier, when he's standing on the grass panel, it dealt 100 damage. So it was like double damage there. Oh yeah, he brings the shadow enemies, but it's not going to matter because we're going to use the growth program events right here. And that's Shadow Man.
All right.
So we saved the world from devastation.
We united all of our people within our nation
to denounce the evils of truth. No, wrong.
sorry, wrong cartoon.
Which is also an RPG, but not the quite that we're playing here. So we're heading back. Where are we going?
We're going to...
Oh yeah, we're going to...
You lost your train of thought.
I sure did, yeah.
You got team rocketed.
Anyway, we're gonna buy sneak runs in the locker here. And then we're gonna be talking to the counter clerks to get a passport because we're gonna be traveling overseas to Netopia. But before we go to Netopia, we got some other things that we gotta do here first.
God, I wish it was that easy to get your passport.
Yeah, just talk to them. Or have the, well, we currently have the A license, right? When we do the Z license first. So yeah, we gotta go to Okuden and then talk to the woman by the tent. So like that job that we did earlier, now we're gonna talk to the woman to say, hey, we finished the job. They must be wondering what took us so long. We've been waiting here for days. There we go.
She gives us a port key that we're going to be using for later.
Yeah. So there's going to be, I believe, 4 gate keys. All right, so now that we finished that job, we're going to go to the airport now. And we're going to go flying.
This is my favorite scenario.
This one's a good one, yeah. So we talked to Mail there. She gives us a roll chip, but she also gives us another thing, which I believe is called wireless receiver.
Yeah, the receiver.
Yeah, so that's going to be useful for the current scenario that we're doing right now.
But then we find out that they won't let us take our PET on the flight. But Chad being the Chad that he is, gets us our PET back.
Yeah. Good old Chad. So yeah, they're talking to us in a different language, so we have to use a program to understand what they're saying.
We also get robbed on the way in.
Yeah, so all of our money is stolen, our chips are stolen. And there was actually the person that was standing like right by the exit that has our stuff. We can actually battle him, but we're not going to be doing that in this case.
Catch him, catch him, catch him, catch. Oh.
Aw. And here we have Mr. Higsby.
Catch him, catch him, catch him, catch him, catch him, catch him, catch him. So we need to find out who basically stole all of our chip data and all of our money.
Yeah. Yeah, basically Lan and Mega Man had an argument there, which is why the PET was on the floor. But then, they kind of reconciled, and then we, grabbed ourselves a E-Tank energy drink from the refrigerator to give ourselves HP memory 20. So now we're just kind of going on a wild goose chase here, and then Higsby here gives us some chips, and one of them is very important for the glitch that we're going to be doing later on. And one of those chips is being Tree Bomb. So I think the Guard Star kid is just telling us about... I guess we have to talk to Raul or something.
Yeah, he tells us that we need to give him a Guard Star chip if we want his help. Okay.
So this is Thunderman. This fight is actually kind of scary when you have the Aqua element, but since we have the Fire element, we don't have to worry about the weakness here. But this fight can still be a little annoying because of these clouds that are moving around. If they're basically next to you, it'll just shoot off these electric beams, and then Thunderman's just going to be throwing off electrical orbs and thunderbolts and stuff like that. So. And usually we like to have Tree Bomb as our regular chip here.
You may have noticed that it just did 1 billion damage to him.
Yeah, especially with the Rock Cube combo, because I believe that actually transfers over whatever it is that you're doing, right?
All right, we're just gonna punch this rock into him, hopefully. Oh, I'll just take the damage.
There we go.
That was
a good fight.
Yeah, Tree Bomb does 4 times damage to him. He is very weak to that. Let's see.
So now we get the code here.
So we lost our program advance for Gut Shoot. Or no, actually,
which is
no.
fine because we don't necessarily
not
need
yet.
it going forward.
Not yet. We haven't given him the chip yet.
Oh, right.
These maps are very small. Let's see.
Yeah, I think you just got to head over to the bottom left here.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know what that is, but it's something.
All right, so we're coming here. We bought that unlocker before getting our money stolen from us for one specific reason, and we're coming over into this area to pick up that specific reason. And we're going to be introducing into this game one of the most broken glitches that the Battle Network series has ever seen.
This right here is... Oh yeah, you gotta actually physically use the unlocker.
So that is the prism chip. The prism chip. So the way that they like initially coded the prism chip, it was basically coded to be, you throw it into the center of the battlefield and then you fire stuff into it, and it's supposed to just like basically like reflect all the damage into enemies. Well, in the Japanese version, they kind of had an oversight, and the tree bomb chip, for whatever reason, if you throw the tree bomb chip into the same tile as the prism, it actually registers damage reflecting around every single time for each frame that it is on the battlefield, and the tree bomb chip stays on the battlefield for 31 frames, and the tree bomb chip does 100 damage per. So you can kind of do some math there and imagine how much damage it does.
Yeah.
We need to go to the square. Is it you that we need to?
Abby, I believe. Yep. By sneak runs.
Not you. That is... Wait. That's not sneak runs, is it?
I think it's a 200 one. That's sneak run.
Let me see. It is. Okay. So to make sure, these are full heals then.
Yeah. Then we gotta fourth conveyor belt to the net. Oh
So
yeah.
we're coming over here to get our chips back. These are the worst things in the game.
Yeah. The eddies. We're gonna do a safety save here for this fight. We're gonna put in the prism. And now we gotta hope we can draw it.
Okay.
And there it
Well,
is.
I hope you like really, really funny sound effects. All right, welcome to the prism glitch.
Yeah, the game go brrr.
Welcome to the prism glitch.
Yep, 100 damage per frame for 31 frames. Wait, wasn't it longer than that?
No, I think it's that much.
Oh.
All right, so we're gonna be doing a little backup here. We talked to that NPC there, and we're gonna come over here and talk to this girl over here, and she's gonna give us 30 guard star chips. You heard me right, 30 of them. We're actually going to put one of them back in here. I will take that out. Just so we have that program advance on the backup. All right. Well, now we're going to be hoping... oh, wait, no. Let's... We're not doing the trip trader yet. We need to give him the guard star first. So then he tells us that all of our stuff was sold to Miss Millions, who is the operator of Snake Man. Oops. Oh my god.
Yo, Toad, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Welcome to the RPG Gauntlet, the quest for good RNG. And here we have IceBlue playing Mega Man Battle Network 2 in a single segment, fighting Snake Man right now. And we're just gonna utterly destroy him with flamethrower and among other things. So yeah, Snake Man pretty much hides inside this pot here whenever you try to like be in its line of sight and try to attack it. But when it actually does a move, it'll stay stationary for a bit, and then you should be able to like kind of attack him afterwards.
We're just holding out for one thing and one thing only, chat. The only thing that matters.
Oh, yeah, so true.
And we're getting bottom decked on it.
Of course we do. And you're just like a... Oh my gosh. There it is.
So we're gonna throw this beautiful thing right there, and then we're gonna throw that, and he's gonna die immediately.
There we go. So now we get all of our chips back. And we get some 10,000.
Yeah, and she gives us $10,000. All right. So here we're going to be praying that we get some good RNG on the chip trader, because we want more prisms.
Yeah, don't do what I did and accidentally trade off a prism.
Oh, Raton.
And of course, after every chip trader that we do, it does save, which I learned afterwards.
Another guts man.
Ended up getting rid of my prism. The code spelled out ass.
Oh,
there's one. You know,
okay.
Kind of be careful here so we don't trade it off.
I think it's that one.
What code was it? It was
L.
L.
I'm gonna just go ahead and put it in my deck now.
Yeah, just to be on the safe side.
Okay, no, it was that one. Okay.
Oh.
We can take that out. Okay. A second prism is not bad.
I will definitely take that.
When I turned in all those codes, it just said L. Alright. 2 prisms isn't terrible. We'd we'd like more than 2. But we're just gonna phase through this wall instead.
Yeah, has anybody ever walked through a wall before?
Sure.
So yeah, we just gotta talk to everybody, just be like, oh, hi, you know.
And now suddenly we're in a dungeon.
Oh.
Alright, so this is the Nightman scenario. This is Castle Comps. This has a pretty sick bop. I love this bop.
It's such a good song.
The gimmick behind this one is things are going to spawn behind you. And we are basically going to... We have to avoid them. Like, so there's vampires that will drain your health. There's things that steal half your zennies. And we just need to avoid them.
Yeah. So in this first comp here, we're not going to be using our sneak runs because we need to use them for the later comps in this area. So in this case, we just have to run away from any encounters that we end up in.
Let me pick up that cyber key there to unlock this final door.
Stop that thingy.
And that deactivates the trap there. Alright, so this is where we're going to be utilizing our first sneak run here. And later on in this comp, we are going to be picking up a submem, which is going to increase the amount of sub-chips that we can hold there, which will increase our capacity of sneak runs to 5, which comes in handy for later.
Mm-hmm. There. Now I'm going to be introduced to the robber.
Not that one. And if you happen to get your Zennies stolen, he just puts them at the end of the comp. Which we lucked out, we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I think that is.
So that wireless receiver that we received earlier from Mail is going to come in handy here, because we're going to walk into this next room and we're going to get stuck in a square of fire. But we have a wireless receiver, so now we could Bluetooth our way to the next comp.
Bluetooth. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we're just gonna utilize the sneak run here, then we're gonna grab the submem. I think that's the submem.
No,
right
the
there.
submem is this one coming up.
Oh, it's that one. Okay.
No, my money.
Oh no, my money. That's okay.
My fight money. But there's a couple of different types of like things you can run into. The zombie ones will take you to the graveyard looking section of the map. We need to come up here and pick up my money. Give me that back. They bring you to the graveyard, and then you can get your money stolen, or you can get your health sapped. Alright, this is Chod. This is Proto Man. Proto Man will only attack you if you attack him. And after a certain amount of moves, he will move to the front of the thing. But we're just gonna look him in the eye. We're gonna throw this. And we're just gonna let that destroy him. And boom goes the dynamite.
Meanwhile, someone's just laying there in smoke.
Chod thinks he's a professional net battler, but he can't handle the prism.
And then we get to this this area here, which will be comprised of multiple comps, and we find out that one of the people that was with us was actually a spy, and she is the main culprit of this scenario here.
See, this is what happens when they give characters an actual, like, personality and a face.
Right?
I forget, she's the princess of, I forget which, what was the...
Princess of Yumland, right?
No, it wasn't Yumland, it was, something else.
It was like a different town. I don't know if it's in the game or not, but...
I mean, yeah, I forget what she was.
She is a princess, a very evil one.
Yeah.
But then she turns out to be good later.
Yeah, that's a hard pull. We're gonna grab this backup chip. That is a full energy chip that's gonna fully heal us.
Yeah, that's in case we need it, but it's nice to have that, you know, because there will be some instances where we take a lot of damage and we're going to continue on anyway. In Battle Network 1, they actually had it to where when you fight a battle and then you finish it, like whatever damage you were dealt will get fully recovered. That's not the case in the later Battle Network games, like from 2 and onward. Like you'll just remain with whatever HP you had left after that fight. So having the full energy will be kind of nice to have in case we do need it, but hopefully we don't have to use it. Gotta do some tricky maneuvering here.
Ouch. I don't trust this. Ah, I got caught. Whack.
Nah.
All right. Oh. So yeah, that's
like
what happens if you grab. Ow.
Ow.
Oh, gee.
And I think all their movements are kind of...
Okay. We're in danger of losing my sneak run.
Yeah, so it's like a very tight window you can squeeze through. But we're fine here. We're gonna fight Nightman anyway.
So this is Nightman.
And...
So that was Nightman.
That was Nightman.
So that was Nightman.
So yeah, all he does is just kind of stay in the back row, and then he just, you know, causes a ruckus by throwing debris from the sky onto the panels, and they'll just jump forward.
Man in the green
break all
shirt
the
town. Yeah,
panels and
yeah.
stuff. Oh yeah, so that is the present for Yai. That's, well, if you want to call it a present. We're just gonna sell it to Yai.
Yeah, selling it to Yai.
Here's your present. That'll be $10,000.
No, we don't want to battle Sean.
Who wants to do that?
We're immediately thrust into the next scenario, like, not even, like, you can't even breathe.
Yeah, this one, your favorite scenario, right?
This is definitely my favorite scenario.
It's got my favorite part here, too.
Yep. Grab this early. There's one specific section here. Lan needs to go to the bathroom. And in the notes, it just tells us to go blast the Dookie.
I mean, he does get, like, you know, stomach pains and all that, so he has to go to the bathroom. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just be funny and put that in the notes. Oh my goodness.
Where's
that would still suck though, having to do that on a plane.
Couldn't imagine. No. Where is the detective guy?
Fix up the notes here for this one. It's supposed to be detective somewhere around here.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. This is where you gotta blast the Dookie, I think.
The note specifically says, use the lavatory to blast the Dookie, LOL.
There's such glorious notes.
All right.
So there you go. We're blasting the Dookie now. Now we're gonna go talk to the detective. Oh my goodness.
Sonic and I had too much fun writing these notes, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, because we were learning the game, I believe, what was it, 2 years ago or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? Let's like make some notes and then you know, create some maps on there too, just putting like lines all over it just to kind of make sure where we're going.
Oh, did I not talk to the guy?
Oh, the silver fist? I think it's that guy in the green shirt. Wait, what is supposed to happen? So we're supposed to trigger the cutscene, talk to the silver fist man, then go back to the down patient. Oh, I think we have to go back to where the laboratory is. I think.
I did that. This is dramatic music. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Should probably put that on there twice then.
I think so. I have to fix that.
Oh yeah, you just skip that cutscene. Lamau.
Now we gotta grab the captain's hat because there is a giant spider roaming around. But the spider is addicted to whiskey. So now we gotta do this rap here. Cheeky cheek, baby. Make me go kaboom. Can you digit, lady? Oh, my love fire. Coming at you soon. And then that guy is gonna give I think
he gives a 10-year-old boy a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, we're totally not gonna drink that. It's just gonna give it to the spider.
Children's game, by the way.
Yeah. So now we're just getting these various items to create a trap for the spider. And like we're not gonna really see this cutscene like when the spider is like approaching it, but that spider is huge. And then all of a sudden, like we're heading into heavy turbulence, but there's
Alright.
other problems.
I'm not going to be talking too much in here because I'm going to mostly be cat jamming. So,
Totally fine.
Sonic, this one's up to you.
I'll do my best here.
This is my favorite song in the game.
All right, welcome to the plane comps in the AAL. In the English version, it's JAL. But yeah, we basically the gimmick here are we just got to go through these magnets. There are blue magnets and red magnets. We're gonna have to press onto these color-coded programs, and that'll eliminate the magnetism to kind of free up the area so we can actually move more freely there. So we just got to follow this path and grab a few things along the way as well. But essentially, we're trying to correct each part of the plane in order for it to fix itself. Because like the plane itself is a computer as well. So we just need to go through each area, take care of all the magnetic fields, and then just fix like the tail, the wings, and stuff like that. You know, while we're jamming to this music here. Okay, so we got the magnets done. Okay, so that is the right wing console that we just fixed up. Okay. I don't know, I was like looking at my map. Did I draw this with ketchup or something?
I think I was the one that drew the lines on it.
Oh, maybe it was you.
It was me that drew it with ketchup.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I tried to make some of the lines darker so we know which ones to take.
Yeah, that makes sense. But anyway, yeah, we just gotta deactivate the DMAGs here. We also gonna be picking up some blue mystery data as well to increase our HP memory, which will pretty much allow us to, you know, have a higher level for our sneak runs. And then, yeah, I do like the look of this PC as well, or the comp, because like that platform there's just a bunch of wheels stacked together to make a platform. Yeah, it's very creative, like what the devs did with this game and the series in general. You know, they're like very thematic and stuff.
They cooked.
Yeah. All right, so we're heading towards our next console here, which is the air pressure console. We're just gonna cover a little more ground before we use the sneak run again, so that'll just give us a little more time.
Like casually, this comp casually was a giant maze, and I loved it.
Yeah,
It was so much fun, like navigating through this and figuring this out.
and like the music helps too.
Yeah, for sure.
Take care of that one. Okay, so now we're gonna be activating the blue DMAG here, and then we are going to fix up the throttle console.
We're gonna be coming up here on the final comp here.
Yeah, and this is like the longest. It looks like we added some mustard to that or something.
Oops, I took the wrong way.
Okay.
I just start laughing because you're like, oh, it looks like we added some mustard to it.
I'm like looking at the map. I was like, what is that orangish thing? Oh,
Listen, I MS painted this, okay?
I mean, hey, it's helpful. Actually, I don't think we even have this guide out yet for others to use, but
we
we're
do
still
not.
on it in the past couple years, sort of. But once we have it all like situated and everything, we will have it out for everyone to use. Because we pretty much intended to have this as a beginner's guide in a sense for people that are learning the game or wanting to learn the game, and just to kind of see the routes, like the different strats that we can do, that sort of thing. Anyway, here's Magnet Man.
And there's Magnet Man.
And there's Magnet Man. So, in essence, we're pretty much going on wild goose chases, and then once we face the boss, we're just throwing a diamond at it and throwing a nut just to deal a ton of damage.
Pretty sure we played that in like a Zelda game.
Right? Alright, so after our lengthy trip to Natopia, we're finally back home. But we're not really going home.
I mean, you think
other stuff to do.
I think the first thing you would do is go see Mom, but nah.
Nah, we're just gonna do a job real quick.
We spent too much money overseas.
Yeah, gotta make our money back.
That's not what I wanted. There we go. Yeah, see, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here, we're gonna beat up Dex again. We bought a gift for Dex, but we're gonna buy him a second gift.
We're gonna give him a diamond and a nut.
That's Dex's second gift. Death.
Oh goodness. So yeah, we just gotta talk to our friends, letting them know that we're back. And then once we get to Yai's place, we got some things we gotta do there too. Yeah, we're gonna buy 2 unlockers from this guy. And then we're gonna give the gift to Yai here for $10,000. And then we're gonna jack into our telephone.
Oh, right. Yeah. So, yeah, so we bought this gift because Yai was like, oh, you're traveling? You should buy bring me back a gift. So we bring her back a gift, and then she ends up giving us $10,000 for it. What a good friend.
Yeah. So yeah, we need to go into the telephone here because we're gonna get an important item. And we're gonna get the gospel code, and that will be used for story progression later on. But we got these set of enemies here, or viruses here, We got the shrimpy, and we got like these poppers. Those poppers will be tossing out wood towers at us, and then they'll just kind of be concealed in the ceiling there. So there's really no way to damage them unless they come down. But they are weak to fire, so.
You know what else they're weak to?
They're weak to a diamond.
Oh, apparently they're not weak to it. Ouch.
Ooh.
Ah.
Yeah, these enemies are a little annoying. Just kind of try to get the timing there. There you go. Got one of them down.
Ouch. You know what? You're definitely weak to this.
There we go.
We have to make sure we talk to the purple Navi again in order to get the gospel code.
Yeah, surely nobody, you know, left without talking to them. So now we're gonna head back home, but we're not gonna go to bed just yet. We gotta jack back into our PC, and we're gonna be unlocking an area which will save a huge amount of time later on. Because if we don't do that, then that's gonna be big trouble.
Yeah, navigating around the PC for the next scenario, because half the internet is encased in ice. So navigating around the internet is nigh impossible.
Yeah, we just keep that unlocked just for, you know, having that area open. And then we're going to be unlocking this here, this purple mystery data to get 30,000 zenny. And now we can jack out and go to bed.
God, I wish I could unlock something online and get $30,000.
Hey, and it's you know, it's totally fine because we're using a locker for it.
Yeah, I unlocked it fair and square.
Yeah. And now, folks, welcome to the longest scenario of the game, the Freeze Man scenario.
Oh yeah,
There's going to be a lot of backtracking.
Yeah, this entire scenario is a lot of backwards and forwards backtracking.
And yeah, this is also like the longest split, and a lot of runners timers too. Like I think it just averages around 20-ish minutes or so.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, but there are some scary things that can happen too in the scenario as well. So first things first, we're gonna go into the upper area of Den Area 3, and we are going to purchase a HP memory. And then we're gonna go ahead and also swap out Guts Man. Sneak Run. Oh yeah, they're called AAL in Japanese. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was looking for NAL and I was like, what the hell?
Should probably type that out as AAL. Actually, I could probably do that now. Oh, whoops. There you go.
I saw that. SS star. Yo,
I can't type.
Chat Sonic's asking for my social security number.
I can totally type, I swear. But anyway, so we're going to be breaking this gray ice here. The gray ice are actually like the easiest thing we can break at this point. There are going to be other like different colored ice that we have to have different programs for in order to break it. And yeah, these dominers here, they're very annoying because they're basically a defense shield, but you can only attack them when their mouth is open. And then, yeah, Prism doesn't really help there, although it does deal a ton of damage to them, but at the same time, it's like, you know, they're being defended. And also we got like ice panels to deal with as well. Actually, something I'm trying to remember. When you're Aqua style, do you still slide on ice panels?
Nope.
Ah. That's what I remembered.
I didn't mean to pick that up.
So what we just picked up there, that is a red frag. We need to have a program created in order to break the red ice. But we got some other things that we need to do in order to do that. So right now we just talked to our dad, and then we're gonna go back down and jack back into the square PZ. So pretty much we're gonna be staying in this area as LAN. Pretty much the whole scenario in a sense, because there's like a lot of backtracking that we need to do, as we mentioned. So that's like our best PC to kind of navigate through everything here.
And we're going to be utilizing this little area that we just recently unlocked, which is why we specifically unlocked it.
Yeah. And if we didn't do that, that will probably tack on like another, I don't know how many minutes, like
10 to 15 minutes.
Oh,
10 to 15 or something. Yeah, it's pretty massive.
Alright, so now here we need to fight these. Oh, these guys, raddies. These raddies can be a little dangerous, especially when they're at low HP. Damage at least.
All right, we're gonna break their panels at least.
Yeah. And then they just get like really freaked out. There. Take care of them, and that is gonna free up Roll, who was stuck.
We also need to go do this first. No.
Oh,
no. Help.
It should be okay, I think. That's just the sneak run's gonna be a little lower. But...
I didn't use one.
Oh,
you don't use one in this section?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I didn't see that. That's okay.
This is a scary encounter for fire style.
Oh, yeah. Unless we...
Just do this.
Yeah. Yeah, not so scary after all.
Alright, so we need to free him for a later quest that we're going to be doing.
And we talked to Roll. I think she was shopping out here or something, and then she got stuck in the ice. Oh, best part coming up. Alright, so now we're heading into Okaden.
Alright, chat. We're gonna we're gonna desecrate this grill over here.
Oh my goodness.
So remember how we ran up on this NPC and we jacked into the NPC? Well, now we're gonna jack into this grill. And what we're gonna do here, we're just gonna talk to this this prog over here, and they're gonna give us heat data, and then we just have to get out of here. But that was the best part, though. We had to jack into the grill. Yeah, we have to jack into the grill. And now at this point, well, we're gonna take a really quick flight. Well, actually, no, I don't think we need to take a flight, do we? Yes, we do. Oh yeah, we do. We go to Netopia here. Yeah, so we're gonna take like a 2-second flight to Netopia. And then there's gonna be a scientist that we're gonna be talking to, and we have to participate in a quiz. But on the plus side of this, when we do this quiz, they're gonna give us a gate key along with HP memory, and that gate key is actually really important with what we need later.
So it's kind of convenient that we get to, you know, fly across the country for like 2 seconds.
God, if only my flights were this short.
Right? Not only that, just have a pass where we can just get free flights all the time.
Ah, this guy.
Okay, there we go. So now we got the gate key and the HP memory. So that'll bring our HP up to 400 now.
That's the only reason we came out here.
Yep. That gate key is very important to have. Since there's 4 of them, I think we got all of them, right? Or is there one more?
That's all of them.
Oh, that's all of them. Okay. All right, now we just fly
Well,
back
we get
another 2 seconds.
one more key, but that's a story key.
Oh, that's yeah, you're right. All right, so now we are back to Marine Harbor, and we're gonna jack back into the Square PC, our favorite place in the world.
It's like our second house.
Yeah. So from this point, we're going to be checking the BBS, and we're going to be reading the second post on that, although we can't read Japanese, so we're just going to read the second post.
That's not the right one. That's for program advances.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Oh no.
So now from there, we're going to go ahead and buy all the sneak runs. Okay, then we're going to head over to the Yumland warp. Okay, so this next fight that we're going to be approaching here, it is a bit of a scary fight because we're going to be fighting triple swordies here. And they can be very dangerous.
Especially the sortie threes.
Yeah. But those are the aqua swords ones, right?
Yep.
Now we're heading into Natopia 3 here. So we use the milli code that we got from Miss Millions. And here are the stories that we got here. That was really close on that first hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so now from there, we're going to be entering a new area, which is the Undernet.
Welcome to the dark web.
Yeah, so this is for, like, you know, all the bad guys kind of loom around. This is their lair and everything.
Yo, Lord Nicto, thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Welcome to Mega Man Battle Network.
Yeah, one of the coolest RPGs out there on the Game Boy Advance. And it's one of my personal favorites as well.
Also, shout outs to the Xbox logo.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Okay, so we're just kind of navigating through the Undernet here. I think we're going to be... No, we're not doing that fight yet, are we? We're doing something else first.
And we're trying to get in touch with the doc.
The dock. The Undernet Square.
Oh, whoops. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, I think I had the notes mixed up a little bit here because I think there was like a point where trying to go for the backup for the Zap Ring 2B.
Yeah, I forgot to do something. That's fine. We'll just make the run again.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I can always just buy more sneak
More
runs.
Sneak runs. Yeah,
Mhm.
should be okay.
Because we absolutely need those full custs.
Yeah, so the full cuts are going to be very handy, especially for the next fight that we're going to be doing. What the full cuts actually does is, like, you'll notice that we have the custom bar on the top of the screen. With the full cuts, it'll actually fill it up right away, so we can go into our card screen, like right at that moment. So it's imperative that we get these, especially for the next fight that we're going to be doing. This is the Navi that we're going to talk to.
Ooh, which one is it? This one? Yeah.
Yeah, that's full cuts.
Alright, so this is the backup. If you don't get the Zap Ring 2B off the encounter inside the PC, the Yumland, then you come over here. We need to take out Batsman V2, swap, Gut Punch. Where's Gut Punch be? With the Wide Sword L, minus Wide Sword L. I already took out one of the wide swords? I did. Oh yeah, I took it out for that.
Yeah.
We'll just take out one of these.
Yeah, that's right. The notes don't have like the prisms factored in.
And then I'm not gonna worry about the area grab. I don't need it.
Yeah.
All right, so this may kill single segment here because I need to get an S rank on this encounter coming up here. But that is okay. I'm not worried about this being a 0 continue.
Yeah, it's totally fine because it's important that we have to get the Zap Ring 2B because if we don't get it, yeah, we cannot progress any further. Let's do a safety save here.
Yeah, this is required by the story mode. Wow.
Oh, that last one.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, that's okay. There we go.
That should be fine. There it is.
There's a Zap Ring 2B. Perfect.
All right. So we're gonna pretend like that never happened, where that soft reset happened. So the reason that this category is called single segment, it is to prevent RNG manipulation, which a lot of the single segment run has been manipulated by the top runner of the game. For like the first 20 minutes is like manipulated. It's kind of nuts. But any percent you can manipulate drops anywhere you need them to be. Things like that, and single segment removes that capability of manipulating all these drops.
Yeah, so I mean that's okay too. I mean, this is now basically an any percent run, but we do still follow the single segment route regardless. So essentially we're just kind of doing the showcase here, like what we can do like throughout the route entirely. But yeah, it's just like that part in particular is it's just so hard to get the Zap Ring 2B early on, and that's like the only other shot that you have it for. But it depends on like the kind of draw that you end up getting.
Or you can hover this area and wait till you get a tough bunny encounter.
That's true, yeah. But yeah, this Navi here wants a Zap Ring 2B. But in return, they give us something important. Okay, so now we're gonna head back into Yumland again.
I'm kind of hungry.
Same here. We go for some steak.
We go to Yumland.
Yeah. Okay, so now we gotta head back over to the Undernet, but this time we're gonna check the Undernet BBS, and then that's where we're gonna learn about the yellow cure. Let's go ahead and like navigate through there for the time being. Use up a sneak run so we don't get any encounters.
Nice Xbox logo. I love how like the Undernet looks exactly what you would think the dark web looks like.
Yeah, exactly. It's like all dark, gray, gloomy. You know, a lot of bullies all over the place.
Yeah, you may notice that
passwords.
You may notice that like all the navis here are like those purple like bad navis. There's like a few navis here and there that look normal, but all the navis here just look like they're ready to like take over the world.
Yeah.
It would also cuss you out if you like looked at them wrong.
Yeah, they don't like it when you disrespect their Xbox. Alright, so now we're back into the Undernet Square. I guess in this case, Under Square. Now we're going to check into this BBS here. Yeah, you kind of saw that it kind of looked like it glitched out a little bit. We're just kind of skipping the cutscene there, essentially. And then we got to talk to this guy, the Doc.
In exchange for the yellow cure, he asks us to give us all of our chips and all of our power-ups. And by doing so, he's like, you know what, you're actually not a bad Navi. I'll give you everything back. I was just kidding.
Yeah, now we have the yellow cure in our disposal.
The yellow cure is going to allow us to break the yellow ice.
Mm-hmm. So now we're going to head over to Netopia because we have to save a green Navi.
Excuse me.
Right there. So I think these triple red fishies are dangerous too.
Yes, because what the game doesn't tell you. So if the triple red fishies, the red fishies will leave fire on the ground. And what the game doesn't tell you is that the fire stacks. So if all three of them go over the same tile,
then that is like
it will do triple
damage.
Yeah, it will do triple damage to you. But we have the power of anime and prism on our side.
So yeah, we talked to that green Navi there. They're gonna tell us about
The brother's a keymaker.
Yeah, the keymaker. So now we gotta find the keymaker in the Undernet.
There's only really one more scary encounter that the enemies can actually just one-shot me because I'm fire style. That is the square.
It's the null and void.
Yeah, it is the null and void fight.
So the null and void fight. So those enemies in particular, they regenerate health when you shoot them or hit them with anything. So, and since we are fire style right now, or heat style in this case, we could just end up being dead like instantly.
Yeah, it is. They have a I think it's like 300 HP or something like that, or 250.
Yeah.
And they deal a massive butt ton of damage.
Exactly. Alright, so we're making our way through the undernet yet again, but in this case, we're going to be taking a different path, I believe.
We're going to the net first, the square.
Oh, the square, yeah. Oh, yeah, because we already got the full customer.
Oh wait, no, never mind. We're going to undernet 3. Just kidding. I'm lying to you. Sorry.
You're good.
Terrible friend.
So now we're gonna get the last HP memory of the game to bring our HP to 420.
Nice. I was just reading the notes.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did put that on there. But yeah, that is the actual amount you need to have, like, for the remainder of the game. So.
Oh. Okay. All right, controller. Thank you. Oh, nuts.
Oh, ran right into that. I think it'll go down in this turn.
It's fine. Everything's fine, chat. Nothing's wrong.
No need to worry. Okay, so now we just talk to the key maker here. And now we gotta go back over to Natopia in this case. So now we're going to be talking to that, the green navvy. Just to let him know that we talked to the keymaker. So essentially, like, you know, like, if you think about it this way, like, we're traveling around the net. And they are both in separate areas, but they have no way to communicate with each other.
If only there was, like, some way that they could communicate with each other. Like, I don't know, like a chat service.
Yeah, like Discord.
Oh, maybe you should write the developers.
Hey, why didn't they have that back then?
Clip it and ship it, dog.
Yeah. Instead of having us do the relay for them. You know, as if we got, like, you know, 2 solo cups connected to a string. And we're just kind of going through them back and forth just to let them know what's going on.
Alright, so that was the blue frag A. So we find out that the blue cure, in order to make that, we need to get all 3 of the fragments for it. So now our quest is, we're going to be trying to find all 3 of the fragments for this thing.
Alright, so now we're going to head back into the undernet. But this time we're actually going to be going to a different portion of the undernet. Yeah, it's a lot of, like, navigating we got to do through, which is why this scenario is, like, very dragging, since we have to, like, go through the areas every single time. But you know, even after all this, since we have the power of the prison glitch with us, the boss is not going to be a matter, really. So. And I feel like maybe in a sense it might be like a blessing in disguise, because it kind of gives you the opportunity to learn the maps itself too. just kind of know which way to go and things of that nature. I
Just
feel
don't
like
try to learn the maps in one.
Yeah. That
Battle-
one's a lot more work.
Battle Network 1 is like isometric hell.
It sure is. Yeah, shout
Like
out to
if-
the Xbox, by the way.
If you've ever seen like those like the optical illusions of like the staircases that like go up and it looks like they're going sideways and things like that, yeah, that's Battle Network 1. It's literally isometric hell.
So we did see that cutscene that we skipped there. That is where we're going to be seeing the null and void viruses.
Boy, my
But it's gonna
favorite.
have, yeah, but it's gonna have something that we're gonna need.
It's okay, we're gonna get the prism first turn. We're not even gonna see null and void. They're gonna be dead.
I sure hope it's gonna be like that. So now we got the gate key there from that pink Navi. We're just gonna buy one power up from that merch there.
We picked up that gate key. That is going to unlock Kodo Square. Because there is a section of Kodo that we are unable to access because it is behind a conveyor belt. And we need this key in order to advance past it.
Now we are in the under Kodo.
That's what it's called.
Kind of navigate. I think it's called under Kodo, yeah.
Oh, wait.
Just gotta navigate through this little windy maze here in order to access the bottom portion of Undernet 3 where we saw that Navi just kind of walk through.
We need to go this way first. Very important that we pick this up. This is our last sub-memory. So now we can hold 6 sneak runs.
Which would be very useful for the end game, especially. All right, now we got a deadly fight coming up here. Did I say deadly? Oh! He walked right into it.
That is the worst part about that.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Dr. Bookhouse, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody.
Alright, so we have to be very careful.
Yeah, so these null and voids here, they're like sumo wrestlers.
Ow! Oh. Ow!
Oh my god. Keep walking into it.
I think I'm gonna just throw it to the front.
That might be helpful, yeah. There we go. Almost got all of them. Yeah, this fight can be really tricky. Oh, that should do it.
We have escaped the null and void fight.
Thank goodness. Yeah, by far the worst fight in the entire run. All right, so now we gotta go back to the Kodo Square here, and this is where we're gonna be facing off against Freeze Man.
But we have a 3-battle gauntlet to go.
Yep, and all 3 of them are pretty deadly.
Very.
So the first fight we got to do is we got to fight against the triple flappies.
That's this way.
They're like gigantic, I don't know, weights or something. And of course we saw the red fishies earlier. Like we got to fight them again, and then the triple flamies too, like those monkey-looking things. Here we go. Yeah, they just like shatter the panels and everything. That's 2 of them at least. Oh, we don't have guard stars anymore, do we?
No, I have one.
Oh, you have one.
It's fine.
Okay, there we go. Okay, now we got the triple red fishy.
This is a simple encounter.
There we go.
Yeah, the triple flappy is the very dangerous one.
Mm-hmm. I got the triple flame.
Okay, this one might be a little... Just have to tank this damage.
At least it takes out 2 of them. And of course, since these are the flamey 3s, they're just gonna go right into your line. And we're just gonna beat him with style.
Make sure he knew who his boss.
Exactly. And throughout all of that, we're going to be facing off against a Freeze Man.
Oh no, it's Freeze Man.
Whatever are we gonna do? This.
Anyway.
Goodbye.
Alright, moving
Yeah,
on.
That's Freeze Man scenario. We're done with that long scenario. All right, so now we're heading back home. We're gonna talk to our mom real quick, and then we're gonna go to bed to activate the end game scenario.
Hold on.
Okay, so
Give me just a second. I'm cheating real quick. There, I didn't do anything. Don't mind that.
oh yeah, totally.
Nobody saw a thing.
We saw nothing. Anyway, so we're gonna go back into our PC here, and we're gonna go straight to Photo Square because we need to buy a power up and some sneak runs for the last bit that we're gonna be doing. And not only that, we also have to go to where we fought Freeze Man. That is also going to be like an indicator of what we got to do next in a sense. Yeah, now we're able to hold 6 sneak runs. And then I believe this power up here, we're gonna have to use it like in the end game PC to get our level to 51. So then we can just kind of sneak run past everything. And that'll be the final level that we're gonna be on. So after this windy road, we see like there's a portal that's open.
I love how I have it in all caps, 72 font, that just says use power-ups.
Yeah. You gotta have power-ups and just use them up.
Yep, because you will use a sneak run in apartment comp and you will get bodied.
Yep, and they have a deadly virus called the Shadow, I believe. That is, I think the only way you can damage it is with sword chips.
Mm-hmm. That's not Dad.
That's some random doofus that we're talking to. But yeah, we gotta talk to Dad, and then yeah, we're just gonna use up our power-ups now to get our levels at 51. So now we get the pass to go to the Kodo area, or the Kodo city, or Kodo town, Kotobuki, that's it.
Oh, go to Kodo. Hee.
Yeah, that's the train station. We got the pass to go to Kodo now, or Kotobuki. So this entire area is radioactive.
Flashing lights warning here, by the way.
Yes, that too. This can be very intense for flashing lights. So now we're gonna enter this elevator here.
Also, incoming big cat jam for the final section of the game. That's not where I needed to go.
The elevator?
I was like, okay, I need to go here first.
Dude, that's how my PC looks. It's that giant.
Welcome to the final dungeon. This is apartment comps.
Got like such an amazing song. Like I gotta say, like the Battle Network series in general, like for their end game music, it's always amazing in my opinion. Like each one has like a iconic soundtrack to it. So what we're doing here is we're pretty much grabbing these L bits and we're just essentially repairing the elevator from the inside. So now we just gotta kind of navigate through the entire thing. But while we're doing this, we're just gonna stay in here and just do everything all at once without having to like jack out and go to a different floor or anything like that. So we can just do it all in here. But there will be one instance where we do have to jack out and then jack back in. But essentially, yeah, we're just gonna stay where we're at right now. So like what you're noticing is like the warp points are, they have like, they're very glitchy right at the moment. So they're essentially sending us into different areas. And by grabbing the L bits, we're correcting what's happening with those warp points. And it'll allow us to warp over to the correct spot from that part. Kind of see this flashing light here, then we just essentially enter back in to move on to the next area. And I remember there's like the one spot I always get lost in. And yeah, it's very easy to get lost in this area too. But it's still like really cool. Okay, so like we kind of noticed that the L bits have different numbers on there. Essentially, it's usually like the first 1 or 2 numbers in front that signifies the floor of the apartment. The last number is just there. I don't think the last number really signifies anything.
No, it doesn't.
Now here we're going to be grabbing the L-bit 42, and this is where we jack out and jack back in. gonna fix the remainder of the elevators, and we're gonna be entering our first boss rush. And the first boss rush is gonna contain of Airman, Cutman, and Quickman. Not in that order, but yeah, we'll be fighting those three.
I'll read a little bit of extra run here.
Yeah, it's we kind of need to like conserve our sneak runs as well.
Wait,
as best as we can.
are we missing a map here?
Are we missing a map?
Oh no, we're not.
Oh,
We should change the color of those lines. Maybe you could put some more ketchup and mustard on them. Okay.
Oh.
Had a bit of a struggle with the Japanese version of this game. It's been such a hot minute since I've run JP, because I've been running Legacy Collection for so long.
Yeah.
That I'm just used to Legacy Collections stuff. But it's a lot of fun. Maybe I should start derusting JP instead.
Or just learn Japanese.
Yeah, or that.
Oh yeah, I essentially want to learn this run again too, because like it's been 2 years since I ran this, and I had a lot of fun making the guide like along with Ice, and I mean, especially like like just some of the dumb lines that we had in there, but just like having the maps, having the resources for like the routing and everything, like it's a really fun speed game. Like it could be very dangerous in some parts of it, but overall it's generally like probably one of the more recommended games to learn for single segment. There's like this one, and then there's Battle Network 6, which is probably like the most recommended ones for beginning runners. But yeah, for me personally, like I do like this one a lot, like especially playing it back in like when the game came out the first time. Like I had a ton of fun with it.
Oh. Yeah, and BN2 is also my favorite one.
But yeah, like each Battle Network game has like their unique quirks when it comes to speedrunning. So I guess essentially it's like it's up to whatever the runner decides what they want to play, but usually, as I mentioned, like the recommended ones are 2 and 6, but the other ones all have like their own unique like gameplay and style. But all the games are great except for one.
One's not bad. The speedrun actually makes it tolerable.
I had a tough time with one, but yeah.
The reason that one gets all the hate that it gets is because you can't actually run from encounters in one. You have to use escape chips. And there's only, I think, what, 5 in the entire game? Alright, so we have a boss rush coming up here, as Sonic was mentioning, and they have their vanilla HP. Oh no, your power went out. Oh no, Sonic. Oh well, I'll finish this out. Thanks for joining me on comm, Sonic. I appreciate it. Yeah, so essentially what we did there is we are fighting just the refights of all the boss fights that we just did. And now what we're going to be doing, there's 2 more computers that we have left to do. And these are the Gospel PCs. The Gospel is pretty much your antagonist of the run. And we've actually seen who the leader of Gospel is. He was actually on the plane. Come to find out, it's actually the small child that we talked to that was in the close to one of the rows that we were in. His name is Sean, and he is the leader of Gospel. So we have 2 more refights here. We're going to be fighting Nightman, Magnet Man, and who's the last one? Freeze Man, right? That guy. We'll make a safety save here because we cannot save once we go past that point. This is the final computer. We are going to be making our way over to fight the final couple of navis here. We're going to be seeing a very familiar face. If you're familiar with the Mega Man series, we will be fighting Bass, and then we will be fighting Gospel, who just so happens to be a dog. Virus. A dog virus. Time will be coming up as soon as we finish both of these fights, and then Mega Man jumps in the air and you hear ding! Okay. That is unfortunate. Alright, we gotta dodge some of Bass's attacks here. I'm gonna wait for him to attack so he doesn't move on to the panel. Alright, that is Bass. And now we have Gospel. And we have to be careful not to throw Prism onto the panel right in front of Gospel, because Gospel can destroy it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw it here. And then Gospel's dead. And that's the final boss. The boss just goes, ah! And then he dies. Alright, time is coming up here as soon as we finish up these cutscenes. And... time. Oh, well. There we go. Oh! It's one of my favorite boss kills ever, because Gospel has 2000 HP. So it's like a testament to make sure like you have the deck built for that. And if we run out of Prism, our deck is not equipped to fight that boss. And that boss is sometimes very rough, because there's so much that can go on in that fight. So if you miss Prism there, it's Jover. Alright, well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for coming out to the first ever RPG Gauntlet. Or the RPGLtv Gauntlet, as we call it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for everybody that has submitted your runs. We have a few more runs going on tonight. Coming up next, we have Rayo with Brainlord, which is a very underrated RPG for the Super Nintendo. So you definitely don't want to miss that. But yeah, we will keep you informed when submissions open up for the next one. So yeah, get your RPG learnings going on. Oh, Rayo at the drop. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I mean, I could do this run a second time if you need me. I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that. I'm hungry. That's it, Sonic. Get your ass back in here. We're doing it again. All right. Well, I'm going to throw it over to the outro screen. Thanks for having me, y'all. Y'all have a fantastic night. I will see y'all around. If you want to catch me, I am typically live on my main channel, which is just IceBlue. And I mostly speedrun Zelda stuff. I've been hauling ass in Zelda 2. I am trying to get a 74. And then sometimes I will occasionally play an RPG speedrun here and there. But yeah, thanks for having me. Y'all have a great night. Take care. And I will catch y'all around. Goodbye.